Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. This is the first one that's actually hot.
Really hot.
Wow. I cannot think.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back in the studio with wings. This is the Hot Ones Recreate. This is an homage to the beautiful work that Sean Evans and the Hot Ones crew do. We have lined up all 10 of these sauces. My buddy and an amazing mentor, friend, coach, Phil, has joined us for this beautiful challenge. One that we've been laughing at behind the scenes that I've been nervous about for literally hours now. Because look, guys, I've experienced trauma. Wing number 8 over here with the hot sauce, whatever, the bomb evolution.
What the? Oh shit!
I'm a little bit nervous. So this is the one that I'm dreading. This is the one where I'm not really sure I wanna dive in so deep. But what we did is we kind of took these wings over here, and by the way, behind the camera here, we have Kyler, who's the podcast producer. We also have Erin just helping out. She's going to be doing some of the excess angles here. So we've got them lined up. For clarity, we lathered them all, put them in the oven. They got a little bit, maybe a little bit over crispy, so we re-lathered all of them. I'll be showing you these hot sauces. This is the actual hot sauces that they use on the show. Season to season, they do change and they have shifted, but this is kind of the latest lineup. So, you ready for this, Phil?
I've been ready all day. Let's do it.
Like I'm on my tiptoes, baby. You think a little too small. I got big goals, baby.
Cheers to that. We don't like to waste food, so we're gonna try and eat all the wings, the whole wing at least. I'm it's one of the things I'm kind of committed to.
That's tasty.
A little bit of flavor.
I've been excited. I've been wanting to just eat wings. This is it.
You know what I've been excited about? Is trying the actual sauces that they make. You know what I mean? Like, it's one thing to watch on YouTube, but it's really another to kind of have this tactile experience where it's like, wow, now I really understand.
Yeah. And every time we watch a show, by the way, like, there's some heat in my mouth. This is not hot.
It's actually hotter than I thought it would be. Right?
100%. I'm like, oh, now I just got nervous. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's literally the first wing. So, yeah, maybe this is a little hotter than we think.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, we didn't want it to be too easy.
No, we did not.
My mouth is definitely hot.
Yeah.
This is like baby sauce.
Yeah, baby sauce, and I definitely feel at least a 4.
I just looked at my milk. I was like, am I diving into the milk on wing 1? Nah.
Before we move on, though. I have to ask you a question.
Yes.
I know that you're a triathlete. I know that a large portion of your entire life pattern has been, to some degree, focused on always having that kind of that next race, that next milestone that you're going to hit, whether that be in business or in as an athlete. But the first question I want to open with is, what is the hardest race you've ever ran?
The one that comes to mind was back in Australia 10 years ago. I did something called the Anaconda Race.
Ooh.
And so I've obviously clearly liked to challenge myself my whole life. And this was, they called it the biggest adventure race in Australia. We had to do a 10-kilometer trail run, swim 2 kilometers, and then kayak for 30 kilometers.
Wow.
Get out of the water, mountain bike for 30, and then run another like 2K on the beach. So this whole thing. And kayaking was the one that really killed me because Australians are so much more comfortable. And this is in the Ocean, huge waves. So I struggled a little
kayaking.
bit.
This is not
ocean kayaking.
This is not leisure stroll on a Sunday kayak.
And it's not these little kayaks like you see on the lakes. They're like racing kayaks. So they're long and unstable.
Yeah,
and I got my ass kicked on the kayak. So
30 kilometers.
It was...
Or something like that.
Something like that. It was a long ride of kayak.
Yeah. Wow.
Yep.
Cool.
But I love challenges. I love doing extreme stuff. So
The Anaconda race.
Anaconda race.
Yeah, shout out to Anaconda race. All right.
All right.
Sounds scary.
So, wing number 2.
Ring number 2. Jalapella.
Jalapeppa.
Hands high like I'm on my tiptoes, baby. You think a little too small. I got big goals, baby.
This one almost felt easier. Like it's a hot wing. It's something you would eat at the bar. Just chill.
Feels easier.
Feel like my confidence just went up after getting a little ding in the confidence after the first one.
+1.
Yeah.
Similar to a, maybe a 3 on that one.
Yeah.
Feels like a 3. Now, this next one, I think this is pretty interesting. But before that, I always have to remember the question.
Yes.
Sean Evans, this is shout out to him for how difficult that is.
Wing question.
Wing question. Exactly. Wing question. So you play very much a mentor-like role for many amazing entrepreneurs, many amazing people. And I can imagine, and I know you've also had some of your own coaches and mentors and people throughout your journey. But if you had to pick a dream consigliere right now, is there somebody that stands out? Is there somebody like you would like to say, I would love to be advised by that person?
Wow. Well, I mean, I honestly feel like my relationship with my mentor, David, is satisfying at the highest level. And so I feel so met and supported in that way. But in the spirit of the question, if I had to pick someone else, geez. No one comes to mind, but it would need to be someone who's like a spiritual master while being super adventurous and funny. And really, that just described David. So honestly, I feel like I've found the one person on the planet that's best designed to support me, and that's why we've been working together for several years.
Amazing.
Hands high like I'm on my tiptoes, baby. You think a little too small. I got big goals, baby.
All right. I just want to say that this one on the bottle says intensely spicy. Just one drop.
Just one.
Just
we definitely
one
put way
drop.
more than one
hot sauce.
drop.
This one is dripping, in this sauce. So
Yeah, sorry, that was me.
yeah. I mean, it was all
Especially
of
for
us. Yeah, it was all of us. I mean, in every way. Spicy habanero and manzano chili. This I expect to start climbing the scale a little bit here.
Cheers.
Cheers. Definitely hotter.
It's good though. Wow, I'm so enjoying this.
Woo. Okay. Mine was really loud. Woo. Yeah.
Nose starting to run a little bit.
All right, quick question. See if you can get through it.
Yeah. I think this is the one that I would imagine every athlete needs to face, specifically a kind of long distance athlete. How do you push through giving up? You know, have you ever been in the middle of a race, or even maybe you're training? You know, there's an upcoming race that's coming in, and you know you kind of have to hit these yardsticks. You know you kind of have to shave off a little bit of time. You know you need to move through that. How do you, when you have that giving up, you know, moment within that race, how do you push through that?
I don't have that moment. For real.
Really?
Giving up is just not an option. I don't know how else to explain it. That doesn't even occur to me. Now, the distinction is, you can always finish, but can you push at the highest level when literally every ounce of your being is screaming, like, slow down, like this is too painful? To stay there, that's the real challenge. And I think it just comes from training that every single day to teach the body, teach the mind that, like, this is just a signal. It's just an alarm bell, but there's no real danger. And that everything in life, all discomfort is just a sensation in the body. A cold shower, a hot wing, it's just a sensation. And if we can kind of remove ourselves from that and observe it a little bit from the outside, like meditation style, it's like, okay, it's a little uncomfortable, but it's okay. So see if I can put that into action over the next
Right
little
here,
while.
right now, yeah.
Hands high like I'm on my tiptoes, baby. You think a little too small. I got big goals, baby. Hey,
That's why I'm asking these questions. I'm already sweating a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I can already feel it.
All right, I feel like you have a much larger wing than I do for this one.
Yeah, this fourth one over here.
Let's see the wing.
Yeah,
The camera.
let's show this wing over here. Slightly more burnt.
Yeah.
This is a. I feel like I'm not expecting this one to be that hot. I'm expecting that this one over here, the Los Calientes, this is one of the actual ones made by the
Hot Ones.
First Sweet Feast Hot Ones brand. I'm expecting this one to be, pretty decent. In terms of
little dab for this one. I feel like my little wing is a little sad. So
yeah, maybe lacking a little luster there.
Good luck.
Oh!
no.
Get in there. Look at how much he put on there. We had to remove. Yeah, we had to remove a little bit, but that was good. I feel like that's fair. That's definitely fair.
All right. Whatever level this sauce is at, I will feel that.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Here, I'm gonna dictate that Kyler is like the judge. If there's somehow a lack of integrity, he'll.
I'll call you
I love
out.
how you dab some more of it. All right, great. This one feels, pretty lathered up on mine.
Definitely has a little
Something more
taste.
tangy.
Yeah.
But it's not instant, eh? Like it's always an.
Some of them
aftershock.
build a little bit.
They're all different. Well, this one is a build. This one is a build. I'm also feeling the endorphins kicking in. I'm like, I feel good.
I feel like we're right up your wheelhouse here.
Once you get used to like one form of discomfort, like I did cold showers every day for 10 years. Every day for 10 years in the morning. So, God, yeah, this is different.
Talk to me about that. Talk to me about kind of this mentality around taking on challenges. For as long as I've known you, you've taken on challenges. Where do you think that came from? Is this something you cultivated? It was something your parents did. I mean, it wasn't, sometimes it comes out of childhood, sibling dynamics or different things there. Where do you think this challenge mentality came out for you?
Well, one thing I can point to is back when I was in Australia in graduate school, there was a show called The Buried Life. The Buried Life is like the ancestor of Yes Theory, for those who know that show. And it's a bunch of guys from Canada who made a list of 100 things they wanted to do before they died. And they bought this big van and they drove down to the US with the goal of achieving them. And they made episodes. And I just saw the amount of fun and epic stories they created from taking on these challenges. And something just switched inside of me of like, the best things in life happen when we go outside our comfort zone, when we do crazy shit. And so much of our life is mundane. It's, the same things day after day, and it's okay. How can we inject these moments of like these holy shit moments? And taking on comfort zone challenges is that, we're recording this on a Wednesday night. It's 10 p.m. on a Wednesday night. What else could we be doing that would be this exciting right now?
I agree. I very much agree. And when you did the cold challenge specifically, what benefits, where do you think that changed? Is that the challenge you think that maybe brought you to another level of personal development? Is there, or is there another challenge it has?
That one's memorable. Like once you realize that you can feel fear and literally just take a step and do the thing, that literally all we need to overcome fear is like 2 seconds of insane courage, that changes our whole life. Because we're always gonna feel fear. We're always gonna have this moment like, ugh. But all it takes is like stepping into the cold shower, then freaking out for 15 seconds, controlling the breath, and then getting the benefits. Energy, aliveness, just this like feeling. And I feel like doing that every morning with the cold shower has made me so much more courageous with anything else. Any other thing in life, like making that phone call, going to say hi to that person, just 2 seconds, like 1, 2, hey, how's it going? Blah, blah, blah. And then we're in it, and it's easy. It's just those 2 seconds.
Yeah, you've trained for everything else. You're ready, you're prepared. It's essentially a meeting of preparation and that 2 seconds of courage. I love that. I love that.
So many people miss out on the best things in life because they can't do those 2 seconds. So I decided I'm going to train myself to be a master of the 2 seconds of courage.
2 second challenge.
Yep, love that.
Hands high like I'm on my tiptoes, baby. You think a little too small. I got big goals,
All right.
baby.
Wing number 5. Don't skip that one. There you go.
You'll need a lot of courage with these hot wings.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
It feels a very appropriate conversation for what we're doing.
Yeah, the ginger goat, pineapple and ginger hot
That
sauce.
one looks super good. I'm excited
actually
for this one.
excited about this one. Yeah, from a taste flavor perspective and profile, I feel really excited about this one. Reasonable. You know what's interesting is that I feel like part of it is the progression has not necessarily the fact that it started fairly hot, or hotter than I would have expected, both of us would have expected. I love the idea of how now that your mouth is already kind of burning a little bit, it feels like maybe it's easier.
Maybe that's what it is. The first one just kind of hits you out of nowhere because we haven't had anything hot. I was eating Cliff Bar before this.
Well, it's like the first 15 seconds of a cold shower.
Yeah. And then it kind of tapers off.
Yeah,
but
we'll see.
As we said, I want to make sure I don't go to bed tonight feeling like it was too easy, so I got a little extra here.
Dib there, yeah.
Cheers. This one's sweet. That's one I could eat at home, like for sure. With like my eggs, like pizza or something.
Yeah, I can eat a lot of this and be totally okay.
I'm feeling in my eyes though. My eyes are like, ooh, burning up.
There's some heat in the system. Nasal passages.
You got little beads of sweat on your cheeks.
I'm sweating. I definitely. I'm not gonna touch my eyes and just be very mindful to not touch your face. Yeah, that's it's good, reasonable. Yeah, feels reasonable.
We already knew the first 5 were going to be the kind of things you could have in everyday life.
Yeah.
What's the second 5?
All right, got a good question on this one. Medium level. What's one mantra or habit that you feel changed everything? Right? You know, we talked about a lot of different things, you know, making non-negotiables. We talked about, you know, the +1, -1, or some of the different challenges you have there. Is there one that you see that like really shifted into another level? One that maybe is from years ago or something that's just kind of keeping you going? I can see you tearing up just a little bit.
I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
This is great. This is exactly what I want. I'm like, we're in it. We're doing it.
We're in it. Yeah. My mouth fails it.
Your facial features are transforming before my eyes. 100%. And I know I'm making faces. So
we're definitely doing it before and after.
Yeah,
the show.
I can feel a transformation happening.
Yeah.
So on the topic of transformation, I mean, the one that comes to mind is meditation. Because for so long, and I know this is true for a lot of people, if you have like a powerful mind or just like a certain level of intelligence, the downside to that is that it's like a wild horse. It's wild. It's untamed. And it felt for so long like my mind was a little bit all over the place. Sometimes I had control over it. Sometimes it would just run its own show, and that caused issues, whether it's not being able to fall asleep at night or freaking myself out before swim competitions. And the moment I started to meditate, it was like, oh, I have control over this. I am the master of my own consciousness. It's like I tamed the horse. And now it feels like it's my greatest asset. It's my greatest tool, and I can deploy it. And so the moment I did that, it kind of like slowed everything down. I could see things more clearly and figure out where to go from there.
When was there a specific meditation or a specific teacher who turned you on to meditation?
I watched there's this guy, John Kabat-Zinn, who's like the godfather of meditation in the West, and he gave a talk at Google. And this is 2011. This is back when meditation was like, it wasn't cool yet.
Yeah.
Now meditation is cool.
Yeah. Yoga had not taken the scene. I mean, it started in California maybe a little bit, but not
Yoga
not
was
here.
starting to be cool, but meditation, I was still in
there.
2011, I was self-conscious about telling people I meditated. I thought they might laugh at me. Nowadays,
Now it's almost like the opposite.
people would be like, wow,
You'd be
that's
self-conscious
great.
to tell people you don't meditate, I think.
Yeah, I'm totally at peace with that. The world has changed. But back then, I was skeptical. I thought it was only for Buddhist monks and all that stuff. Then this guy goes to Google, gives a talk to a tech company, and I was like, all right, this is legit. Let's give it a try. And with everything, I'm always like, well, I'm going to experiment with it. The 30-day challenge of 5 minutes a day of meditation. And on day 30, I was like, yeah, I'm going to do this for the rest of my life.
You see the theme here, 30-day challenges.
Yep.
The challenge theme that is Phil Drolet's life in many ways.
Well, you can only know if a habit really works at least at
You
2
have to
weeks,
commit
but
to
ideally
long.
30 days to have like data. And after 30 days, if you don't like it, never do it again.
Exactly.
But you'll know for sure.
Exactly.
Do you still do 5 minutes, or do you do longer or shorter?
Yeah, it's a lot longer now. But the meditation has changed. I don't do a lot of sitting meditation. I go on meditative walks. I do meditation with binaural beats, this audio technology where I'm laying down. And I do a lot of like mini meditations between meetings. So just like 5 deep breaths. So I meditate maybe like 8 times a day in different formats. And sometimes it's 5 seconds. Sometimes it's an hour. And sometimes just go on a nice walk at the end of the day and just being with life, with the world. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Dance hard like I'm on my tiptoes, baby. You think a little too small. I got big goals, baby.
Speaking of being in the world,
Nice segue.
we're gonna go to the high desert.
High desert.
This is a tick hot masala. So I would imagine this is maybe inspired by more of the kind of Indian culture in sorts, right? This is probably that it's going to have maybe a flavor profile of some of the hotter dishes that you might taste or experience out in India. Which, by the way, like Indian food could go next level. Yeah. There's some intensity there. I'm gonna see if I almost like want to prep more for the next one. So
Get your endorphins rocking before.
Yeah, it's almost like I feel like it needs to be. I need to
do a quick meditation.
Yeah, exactly. I need a quick meditation on this. I am at one with the hot sauce. The hot masala.
Namaste.
Cheers. Namaste. Exactly. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Wow. This is the first one that's actually hot.
Really hot.
You guys called it. You guys said the first five.
First
would be
five are normal.
manageable.
They're hot, but whoa, normal hot. This is fucking burning. Wow, I cannot think. My mind is blank. My mouth is on fire.
If the one is next level, yeah. Don't know I'm gonna dab the next one. I'll tell you.
Whoa.
Oh, going for the milk
No.
now.
I'll join you in solidarity on the milk.
So I feel like this is a Martin Garrix moment. I just like it take like
It takes a second.
Yep.
I've got oat milk. Phil's got his good trusty old milk and cookies milk.
It's just that good 2%.
So, oh my god. Wow, okay, we're in it. I
okay.
feel like I'm in hot ones.
This is serious.
Okay.
Who do you feel that is alive today will be written about in the history books?
Okay, so what I see happening in the world right now is, especially in the COVID era, vaccine passports, there's definitely a tightening up of restriction of government control and the authority. And so I think what we're going to see over the next 10 years that's going to be game-changing and be written about is those who are going to be willing to speak up against that, and those who create systems. Cryptocurrency might be one where we just create a system to kind of liberate ourselves from the tightening grip. So I don't know if I can name anything in particular, but those who will kind of not so much fight for freedom, but create a system of freedom outside the norm that will literally be the future for those of us who choose to go there. The next 10 years is ripe with opportunity, and I certainly hope I get to support and be, the secret weapon of some of those people.
The consigliere behind those.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, maybe part of that answer is Satoshi Nakamoto,
Yeah.
part of the inventor of Bitcoin, who nobody knows who it is.
That came to my mind. I was going to say that name. I was like, well, we don't know who that is.
No, but that's okay.
He will be written about.
Put it this way, it's a symbol.
Is a symbol, is an archetype of someone who did that 100% selflessly. Like, literally did not want any personal credit, and I think maybe that's a shift that's happening too. Maybe some of the best leaders are going to do it from a place of like, this is not about me. This is about the movement. This is about the technology. I'm just an instrument.
Yeah, maybe maybe the answer to that is also like a LGBTQ flag, right? Like, and that whole movement, or the Me Too movement. These have become leaders in our modern day, and so not all of them have to be people, but sometimes movements.
I think we are moving into an era where it's less going to be about the savior, the Jesus, the Buddha, the MLK, and more about the movements and humans coming together, and doing it more as a community, like a world-changing community rather than a world-changing icon.
Wise. All right.
Dance hard like I'm on my tiptoes, baby. You think a little too small. I got big goals, baby.
I'm gonna help us move through this pain by maybe adding a little bit more pain. Hotter than El. Hotter than El Crote. I would imagine it means like it literally says love burns.
Love burns.
Which I've got deep love for many people in my life, but I hope that this is maybe as soft as that love in some ways. but I'm not that hopeful. All right.
So we not dabbing this one?
I don't know. I mean, look, the tradition is normally we last dab. Yeah. I'm definitely not dabbing the next one. I feel like
do a baby dab. Baby dab.
Baby dab. All right.
Woo. I regret it. Okay. Baby dab.
It's almost like, yeah, you touch it. Here, here's what I'll do. I'll come.
All right. Cheers. Yeah.
Oh, I felt that one instant in terms of flavor. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. We're definitely hitting 8.5, maybe. What do you rate this?
I'd give it an 8.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Literally our last wing before the bomb.
All right. There's maybe an honor of that transition. What's one thing that scares you at the moment? And do you plan on facing it? Shit. Oh my God.
Oh, my nose is running.
Just don't touch your face. Remember that. At least the eyes. All right, definitely getting some oat milk in there.
So, I could answer a lot of things because a lot of things scare me. And they also all excite me. There's nothing in my life I'm going to undertake if it doesn't scare me and excite me, because why am I going to? But the thing that's coming to mind is I'm really committed and inspired to build a relationship, to meet a woman, have a girlfriend, and to kind of settle down in LA for a little while. And so that's a big change of lifestyle for me. So I'm mostly very excited and super looking forward to it. And also recognizing that my life is going to change in big ways, and inviting that in after being the kind of single digital global nomad, live in one place, have a girlfriend, and deepen that relationship. Definitely has a scary element, but mostly just lots of love and excitement.
And so you also answered that you're definitely going to face it because you're planning on grounding down post here, going to LA.
Oh, it's literally my #1 priority in my life moving forward.
Is finding a girlfriend. Right
now,
like
I'm opening my heart
is trying not to die. Not gonna lie, the thing that scares me at this moment, and I am going to face it, is this next sauce. Holy shit! Wow, I'm feeling it on my lips.
Yeah, like your face is changing. I'm sure mine is as well.
Oh, it is. Well, you definitely got a little redder in the face. I'll say that. Oh man,
that's the least of his concerns right now.
This is the one where my former traumas, maybe from like 10 years ago or something. I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling really, really triggered. Okay.
All right, are we going on a healing journey or what?
You got this. Healing journey.
This is exactly,
This on the back once this is over.
Yes, okay. Well,
I feel like I'm going to have to wipe down these mics after too. Like, because like tomorrow I'm going to get on a Zoom call and all of a sudden I'm going to touch it and touch my face and be like, ah!
And your next podcast gets Gus here and just starts coughing.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah. Okay,
yeah,
I'm not dabbing the, because my mouth is actually, okay, that one, I changed my answer to an 8.5.
Yeah.
Maybe a 9. It was a delayed.
A little bit of a delay. I am definitely not dabbing this one.
No. Are we doing this? Oh my God.
We're doing this.
This is the moment.
Like I'm on my tiptoes, baby. You think a little too small. I got big goals, baby.
2 seconds of insane courage coming right up.
2 seconds of insane courage.
Just do it.
For a lifetime of glory.
Oh.
Oh my God. It was exactly that taste, yeah.
At least you knew it was coming this time.
It gets hotter. That's what I'll say. Finish the whole thing on that one.
We are eating these whole wings. Like, oh.
You're gonna go all the way?
Yeah, you guys are doing really good.
We're doing it.
Eating
Wow.
the whole wing.
Yeah.
I like honestly, I think I couldn't get to where you guys are right now.
Because I haven't had wings in like a year. I'm so pumped to be eating wings. I'm like, rah, 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 rah.
What would you say feels harder right now, eating these wings or if you had to run a marathon?
I would take this.
Yeah?
I wouldn't go run a marathon right now. I don't know. I'm
Okay.
happy with this experience.
All right, my question, and I saved this one for a very tough wing, and you definitely feel it. How do you balance between routine and spontaneity? One of the things I find is so admirable of the way that you are is you have a lot of amazing routines, habits, things that you do every day, things you do every morning. We've spoken a ton about it. How do you balance that with like this random adventure, somebody inviting you onto something like that?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Oh my God. I just inhaled so deeply.
So that is a great question because that's what it's all about. It's finding the balance, and it's not being in the extreme. So I've mastered the routines, and I've learned that I need to just inject spontaneity. So for me, what that looks like is having that my habits locked in for the morning and at night, and in the middle of the day having periods that are just what David and I call God time. So it's just like literally a moment. It's like, oh, I have nothing on the menu for 2 hours, and just checking in with myself, what feels most inspiring, exciting, intriguing, and doing that, and really tapping into the moment. So there's periods of the day that are, if you came and hung out with me from 6 till 9 a.m., you would see the same damn thing every morning. But there's moments during the day where it's totally open for inspiration. Okay. Wow, this is the moment where I'm like afraid. I'm already burning. It's scary to do another dose.
We have left.
We have 2. That's the thing. If you went from 0 to this,
If you go 0 to 100 like that, holy shit.
yeah.
I mean, I was crying.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you
I mean,
crying
now you're
now?
not crying. You're
I'm not
just
crying,
sweating from everywhere.
I'm close.
You're crying from your forehead.
Definitely. All right.
So we're rolling
Scorpion
on.
Disco. Karma sauce.
This is Phil's favorite
It's literally written at the top, fucking hot. This one is where we hit the Trinidad Scorpion, the Ghost Pepper, the Chocolate Habanero, and the 7-Pot Primo. None of those sound good. I mean, I know that ghost peppers themselves are some of the hottest peppers on the planet. So, definitely not dabbing this one either.
Yep.
But,
I feel like I have a
that
nice
one feeling.
crust.
Let's get, wait, hold on. We need to get in. We need a close up of that. I feel like that one's got seriously baked in sauce.
Oh yeah.
Oh my.
Good luck.
We did not go lightly on this.
For sure.
I
feel like this could be the moment right here.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
The moment.
Oh, getting hiccups a little
The
bit.
moment.
I know
And this is
Kyler
for
was talking
you.
about that.
Scorpion Disco.
All right,
Scorpion
cheers,
disco.
Scorpion Disco.
Woo! Does it feel like a disco? Is this what you
It
thought
makes
a
me want to
scorpion
dance a
disco?
little bit.
I feel like I have 10 seconds where I can do anything before it starts burning, so I'm just chowing it down.
Yeah.
And then slowly dying over here.
2 seconds of courage,
Yep.
right?
If you had to do one thing differently in your life up to this moment, what would you say that might be, and what would you change?
Man, this is like existential shit, bro. Oh. That's a
I
great
tried to go with Sean Evans level questions, and ones that were like, it's very hard to think, and you're already in this like endorphin state where you're like,
I'm going to appreciate watching Hot Ones even more because now like I can relate.
yeah, yeah. Go
So if I could change one thing, I mean, I will say that like it's a core pillar in my life to like I literally don't have regrets. I just believe everything's either a win or like a lesson. So
I know that, and that's why I feel like I have to ask you the question. 'Cause
so I will
wonder.
still answer it, of course.
Yeah.
What I would do is well, this is my answer that's coming up right now in my overheating brain. Once I got in business school when I was 18 years old, I've already thought about entrepreneurship, studying that and thinking like an entrepreneur. and maybe even not skipping college altogether, because I had so much fun on the social side of things, but recognizing that all the big business stuff and everything that was taught in business school back in those days, at least, was not going to help me.
Completely irrelevant. And
I ended up having to learn it later on. But if I'd learned that when I was 18, that would have been game changing. So yeah, I feel like 95% of what I learned in university was pretty useless. Had a great time. Don't regret it, but I would change that in a huge way.
Yeah, I feel like I had the beauty of actually having that exact, because I had the juxtaposition of being an entrepreneur and going to school full time.
Yeah.
And so I had both of those experiences. So it was very visceral. Like it was live in the moment where I saw like, this doesn't really apply. And then here's the real world street smarts side of things and how that played out. It's harder to talk.
It's harder to talk. It's physically painful to talk.
I feel like I have like a compression in my ears too. Like there's almost like as if I was like scuba diving, and it's just like anyway, I can't hear as well.
Results may vary.
Yeah, exactly. Results may vary. Very indeed. Yeah. All right. So, Apollo, the last dab.
We're dabbing.
We are definitely dabbing. Yeah, we're definitely dabbing. This is made with the Apollo pepper. Apparently, the last dab of Apollo is the world's only hot sauce made with the Apollo pepper, the new hottest pepper from the Guinness World Record, holding chili breeder Smoking Ed Curry. The Apollo pepper channels the sun's energy to bring new levels of flavor and heat to the worlds of super hots. Live the hot ones tradition.
Did you say the sun's energy?
Yeah, it says.
Did you say the world of super hots?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Yeah. The sun energy to bring the new levels of flavor and heat to the world of super hots.
That's a thing. There's hot sauce and there's super hots.
I'm still reading correctly. This is a heat level 10 on 10. Just a heat level 10 on 10. I'm sure the Scoville meter is popping off in every way. Yeah, we are definitely dabbing. Or at least
I feel vulnerable right now.
I
feel like I'm like a wounded bird.
Yes, does the honors.
A wounded bird.
Yes.
Well, guys, after this, a big pat on the back.
Yes.
Yeah, we're definitely. Oh yeah, we'll end with a pat on the back. I love that. Oh, god damn.
So I said the standard. So that's what we're going for.
Let's get right in.
Okay. All right. We dabbed.
Dab.
The dab is there.
The dab is there.
Yeah, I see it.
All right, we're going right in. Cheers.
Cheers.
Good luck. Nice knowing you both.
I feel the dab instantly.
And if you feel it instantly, you know that 30 seconds later, it's going to be terrible.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god. First of all, mad respect to Sean Evans, who does this every time. So, I'm going to go off script here on the Laugh It's Dab. You said your highest priority in life right now is to call in the one. What would you say are 3 characteristics? Let's seed this out there, put it out there into manifesting into the world.
In this altered state of consciousness.
This altered state of consciousness where our endorphins are flooding through your brains. You're feeling peak heatness, peak everything. What are the 3 characteristics you are looking for in the woman that will come into your life, into your dreams?
I'll give you 4. And this is something I've had in my mind for a long time. The 4 S's. I want her to be spiritual, have a spiritual life, to be connected spiritually, to be sexy, physically attractive, someone I can connect to on that level, smart, very intelligent, and sweet. Very caring, very sweet, very loving, and spiritual, sexy, smart, and sweet. That's what I'm calling it. And maybe a little spicy.
You literally took away my favorite button. I was like, I feel like I'm gonna add a fifth S to this one, and it's spicy, Apollo level spicy. I mean, all right, and you know, in Hot Ones tradition, the floor is yours. Any last words of wisdom? Anything you want to sign off with? Anything you want to promote? Anything you want to talk about? Anything you want to just point to people to?
Well, hey, while we're on the topic, I look forward to the moment where I'm watching this with my future girlfriend. So, hi. I'm excited to spend time with you and watch this with you. Thank you. Woo!
Yes! All right, stay away from the eyes. All right, I'll do a little quick sign off here. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. I mean, I know this is a very different kind of episode or podcast episode that we've got here. Special edition, Hot One style. Again, shout out to Sean Evans and all the work they're doing there. I do recommend going to hit subscribe on their channel. Go and check out some of the interviews that they do there, but also going to check out some of the work that Phil does in the world. I know he's on social media. Not really a website kind of guy, but there's definitely places you can find him. There's definitely these videos. You can give comments or leave comments in the description down below. I can't even speak right now. Look, you can hit the subscribe button because, look, if you made it to this point of the video, you know damn well we entertained you. You know damn well we had a good time. And you know damn well that we deserved it. We earned your subscribe. So,
and you know that these sauces are staying in the studio, so there might be another show. There's still some hot sauce left in the bottles.
There is definitely hot sauce left, and I think there might be a repeat with the right person. So, that being said, thank you so much for your love and support. Hit that like button. Leave some comments for any questions for Phil or I or anything like that, and we will see you in the next episode. And also, thank you. Big shout out to Kyler and Aaron for helping out with this whole production. I really appreciate you all. I really appreciate the entire support on all of this. And here's to conquering the bomb trauma. Boom.
Give yourself a pat on the back.
Oh, yeah. You did good.
Good job. That was fun.
Just a quick close up on Mark's face. Show his sweat.
I'm definitely sweating.
The warrior after battle.
I'm definitely sweating. I'm glad I didn't have to get up and do a lap.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
It was the perfect level where it was like legit. I mean, my mouth is still on fire.
Yeah.
And it made thinking harder.
Yeah.
But it never got to a point where it's like, okay, now this sucks.
It was easy. It was easier than I thought. And respect.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah. It's easier than I thought and respect.
And I feel like this is, I legit imagine that that's how it is for people there.
Yeah. Yeah. I can imagine the sauces are sometimes maybe a little bit fresher, so there's maybe a little bit more sting to it. Like, because these are a little crispier, so the sauces are baked in. But we went for dabs in the middle there.
And we put more on
we
every
put more
one.
Right when we pull them out, yeah.
Yeah.
It was serious.
If it was any hotter, it would have been like really hard. Like, first of all, your face was cracking me up because you're like contorted. And man, it is hard. And like answering a tough question
Yeah.
with an
That's a
audience,
really good
unprepared, when your mouth is on fire. I mean, that's what
Yeah,
makes
it's-
Hot
it-
Ones such a good show.
It's a great show.
Yeah.
Life-altering questions there too, like really deep.
What would you change in your life? Oh my God, let me scan through every decision I've ever made.
Well, I had to go on. I had to do prep. I had to do prep work. Like
No,
Sean
this
Evans.
is great. And I think, I mean, with interviews in general, you just had like first thought, best thought.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna start to overthink, especially.
And your answers are amazing. Your answers were truly amazing. And the fact that you literally had the 4 S's and then added that fifth S is
Yeah, and
amazing.
I'm glad you circled back because it's funny because after I said that, I was like a little bit self-conscious of like, oh, like I felt kind of like, oh, that was like vulnerable. Maybe I could have said something because it doesn't like terrify me, but there's some fear. Maybe so that was still like I was present, but 12% of my mind was like, and I'm glad that you brought it back. And I feel like now we like completed that loop. And then there will be that moment in the future where I'm like talking to her from this, like, oh,
I love that. I love that this will be a future date in your reality.
100%. And I'd
have a small role to play in this.
And I'll just tell her like, hey, I just want to show you something really fun I did a few, and I won't tell her what happens, and then she'll get a shout out.
Yeah.
From past Phil.
Amazing.
Like, oh my God, I'm sexy, hard, spicy.
I'm qualified for all of these things. Totally.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Well, much love.
Yes.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you. Super fun. And if you ever do it and I'm around, I might come in as just like
Moral
as an
support.
observer.
Totally.
I'll come in the consigliere role. As the mentor.
Future consigliere of the next Top Ones episode. All right. See you later.